dead on the floor.
Kratos! Alpha! Kratos! Are you okay? Alpha!
Take the move!
Here sits Prince Dagger. I can't believe he's still here.
Prince Dagger? That the corpse of Sigrun's brother? How'd he end up like that, then? Freya, why won't you answer me?
Are you certain you want to read this?
No, brother. You do it.
Seems Sigrun put a curse on her brother for killing the Mad King.
No. Truly?
She did not know the Mad King had murdered. It was too late. She had cursed her brother. That is why she joined the Valkyries. To atone.
You knew all about Sigrun's family, didn't you, Freya?
It was not my story to tell.
Funny. Learning all this only makes me love her more. Shows me, despite my flaws, my regrets. Knowing she has some of her own makes me feel closer to her.
I am glad to hear it.
Brother, about the oracles of your land, would you say they manipulated events? Did they have an agenda?
I do not doubt they held their own interests first. But in my experience, they could be easily fooled by their own prophecies.
Oh, that... Oh, I think I hear something sizable. Is that a frost troll? You won't be happy to see us.
That was kind of crazy. For some reason, like, my last stream crashed or something. I don't know why. But, yeah. Okay. Oh, I got a new thing.
Circling back to the topic of prophecies brought about by the efforts to avoid them, I think I can recall such a story as you mentioned, brother. A Greek tale for the stage. Rather lurid, but very popular. You know the one?
Every Greek knows the tragedy of the Theban king.
Yeah, word gets around about that sort of thing.
Kratos, a raider encampment.
Shall we take care of them, brother? Fire, right flank!
Enemy behind you! Enemies to your left!
Incoming fire! That is all of them.
What level are your weapons?
Hold on, wait, let me... I believe they're all level, like, I believe I maxed out this, the, Blades of Chaos, but I believe I haven't maxed out Draupnir Spear either,
Nice.
so...
They still whine.
Poor things. They can smell more danger.
The wolves fear that which can no longer hurt them.
The horrors of our past can be inextricable from the present. You have to understand that.
But yeah, I'm just trying to get the platinum trophy for this game. I just completed the story for the second time.
Brother, what you said before about the oracles of your land being fooled by their own prophecies.
I want to
Get
get
the
this
sense that was
platinum.
coming from personal experience, aye?
Yes.
Brother, what is it?
The wolves cannot focus.
Another cold raider camp. Kratos, we should do something about it.
Now maybe the wolves will cease their whining.
Oh.
Accursed wolves.
I grow tired of your lack of empathy for your own wolves.
It's Demos, isn't it, brother?
I should not have told you of Demos.
You see yourself in these wolves. Their fear.
Let us keep moving.
Kratos, tell me more of your homeland.
It was violent and cruel.
Sounds no different from these lands.
It was warmer.
Bloody Draugr holes! We've got to clear out all these undead bastards! You're on fire, Kratos! It will pass!
Come on, Kratos, get up!
Won't be hearing any more from those Draugr.
Kratos, I see something. An abandoned camp.
Whoever was here left long ago.
What did you find?
A list of provisions needed to prepare a meal.
A recipe? Who left that way out here?
Let's take a look at the ingredients. Perhaps the recipe will lead us to them. Looks like initials. Do they match the ones in that recipe book you found?
I imagine we might find one of those ingredients around here. Brother, what was said before about the oracles of your land being fooled by their own prophecies? I get the sense that was coming from personal experience, aye?
Yes. Once, I sought the Oracle for a means to break my bondage to Ares. But we will continue another time.
Brother, can we get back to what you were saying about the oracle of your homeland? You mentioned trying to escape your bondage to Ares.
Yes. One priestess had visions that showed her Olympus would be brought to ruin by the god of war. Therefore she helped me, intending to undermine Ares and protect her realm.
Brother, what's wrong?
The wolves are troubled.
Look, another Coal Raider camp. We should do something about them and put your wolves at ease.
Incoming fire!
Enemy behind you, Kratos! Enemy behind you, Kratos! Behind you! Watch out!
Kratos, they're chieftains.
On your guard, Kratos!
Go!
The chieftain. Was he the one who captured the wolves before you freed them?
I do not know.
Regardless, they should draw some comfort from his death.
They're still scared.
Not of the raiders. Do not be afraid. You are safe. Good. Good boys.
Girls.
Good girls.
Hey, hot stuff. Remember, I need that orb. Hell of a job you did at Ragnarok, General. Wish I could have been there to see you and Sindri take down Thor and Odin.
That is not what happened.
Yeah, maybe not, but it's the story I like best. Important thing is, Odin's paid in full for what he did to Brock. I know it doesn't fix what's broke, but it ain't nothing.
Hello, Lunda.
Hey, goddess. About your brother. I never got the chance to tell you. I know moments like this you're supposed to say sorry and whatnot, but I always known that pretty man had greatness in him. That he'd do something amazing one day, and I'm just... You know, I'm proud that now the Nine Realms know it too.
I thank you.
Anytime, ma'am. Oh, what can I do for a goddess?
Impressive.
Know what you want? Y'all ever find out what was bothering Helga? Smelled something and just ran right off.
What's in Svartalfheim?
There's still a few loose ends to tie up. I helped construct some mining rigs throughout the bay. Part of my non-violent attempt at bringing the dwarves to heel.
Why am I not surprised? Lead the way. I must say, Mimir, of all the cruelties you enacted on Odin's behalf, these rigs were certainly the most subtle.
Mimir.
Odin wanted the dwarves under his control, and, well, I convinced him he could buy their allegiance instead of demanding it outright. A trade agreement of sorts.
So, one of your mining rigs is here, Mimir.
See the smoke above us? That's where we're headed. Let's see if we can't shut it down. Freya, could you heal the soil here? Make it fit to hold a seed.
Maybe. Undoing generations of smoke, metal, oil. It'd be an undertaking, and not a quick one.
We have the time.
So we do. I'll look into it. The broken Muspelheim seed is now complete. We should find a mystic gateway. Perhaps we'll find Surtur's combat challenges.
Good thing you learned the runes, brother.
Well done. Now we can cross.
Watch your left!
rig's likely chock-a-block with materials that could help us. I'd grab whatever it spits up in the process.
How long did it take the dwarves to realize you duped them?
Oh, somewhere between Odin demanding a year's worth of weapons in a month, and their realization that all the gold in Asgard couldn't give them what they actually wanted.
Which was?
A choice.
What's the purpose of turning off the mining rigs? Odin's dead.
To remind them of that very fact. For centuries, the dwarves have listened as these machines ground away their independence. Now, it's time for the sweet sound of silence.
Y'all still looking for the ore?
Thanks for collecting that.
Ragnarok armor's on the house. We'll call it a commemorative piece.
No, it's still here.
What?
The island near the geyser. We need to get the key from it and unlock this door. We need... I... Get like the fellow was wrong.
You're on fire, Kratos! It will pass!
That Draugr.
Aye. We spotted at the other Draugr hole, didn't we? Odd.
What did you do?
What I thought was right. Or at least, what I thought was clever.
Never seen a geyser so big.
Yes, it should lead us to the key for that watchtower door. Brother, can we finish what you were saying about the oracle of your homeland? She had visions of the god of war causing Olympus
Find
to
that
fall.
orb yet?
Yes. She assumed that to mean Ares.
There's another
So
mining
she-
rig on this island, brother. Smell that smoke?
Why would the dwarves agree to allow the Aesir to siphon off their resources?
That's the heart of it, eh?
You lied to them.
I lied to them.
Up there! Ripcord coming this way!
Behind you! Look out!
Enemy behind you, Kratos! Behind you! From behind! Incoming!
Your deeds seem to be catching up with you, Mimir. Smart as cheat alive.
To the blacksmiths of Svartalfheim, the creation of a weapon was a sacred thing. But Odin just wanted as many blades as he could get, as fast as he could get them. With every stolen resource and mediocre blade, the dwarves lost a bit of themselves. Brother, before we leave, perhaps it might serve us to check the rig and see if it spat anything up. What you just picked up there is pure Svartalfheim ore. It won't be of use in the rig anymore, but perhaps Lunda could craft something from it. Lady, I was curious about some of the flora we've encountered on our travels.
And you will remain curious. It's not my job to teach you everything, Mimir.
Look, I was just asking.
And you have been told.
Oh, you can say that again.
Hey, hot stuff. Remember, I need that ore.
Thanks for grabbing that for us.
The dwarf survived because of you.
Ah, you're not wrong there, brother. Odin would have wiped out every last dwarf in Svartalfheim. If he couldn't use their skills, no one could.
Those mining towers. They're blasting filth into the air. Another mining rig's on this island. Just follow the smoke.
You speak of your deeds with shame. Do you regret not allowing Odin to kill them?
I don't... No.
You could likely swing across the gantry.
Not quite right.
That position looks correct.
Those barrels. I smell fuel. Bet a spark from your blades would cause quite a boom.
So, Mimir, you're hated by an entire realm because of one mistake.
Deservedly.
Didn't say it wasn't. I'm just... well, I know how it feels.
Huh? Impressive.
Good idea. I think the gantry's in the right position now. This equipment's sturdier than I thought.
Behind you, brother!
Behind you! Incoming poison!
It is done.
If you could call so meager a task done. A wee drop out of the Asgardian occupational bucket.
You must live with your deeds, but do not be troubled by them, brother.
Oh? And why not?
You were given an impossible problem. Do not blame yourself for failing to solve it.
I'm sure the dwarves would feel differently. This doesn't fix things.
No, but it is a start.
A reminder, brother. Seemed I could make use of that Svartalfheim slag we collected. Bit of a reward and all that.
I doubt we could breach the wall from down here. Kratos. I see something. Impressive acrobatics. With those rigs disabled, I can actually draw a full breath.
Brother, can we finish what you were saying about the Oracle of your homeland? She had visions of the god of war causing Olympus to fall.
Yes. She assumed that to mean Ares, so she aided me against him. But we will speak of this later.
Y'all still looking for the orb?
see which armpit of Muspelheim that seed leads to, huh?
Muspelheim. I thought the climate would be pleasant after Midgard's winter. I was wrong.
Aye, but it's a dry.
Find that orb yet?
This will be of use.
Hey, hot stuff. Remember, I need that orb.
What is this?
Ravens. The ones we've been destroying. Odin's little spies.
Free of the Father, our half-lives now belong to no other.
The father. Odin, I presume?
I don't know, but there's definitely something more going on here. Look there. That path wasn't there before, was it?
No.
Might be worth exploring then. Hang on a minute. Is this a prison?
It would seem so.
Let's continue. Might be something useful inside. This place goes deep. We should head downward.
Ah, yes. I'm sure there's nothing especially dangerous at the bottom of an Asgardian prison.
Your master is no more. Have it your way, then.
Careful, brother. You're covered in bifrost.
If the Einherjar survived Ragnarok, perhaps some of the inmates did as well.
Let us find out.
I do not, sadly. Of course, the Ainlear disappeared a fair few dwarven rebels during the occupation. I suspect this is one of them. Careful, brother. These prisoners may not be as grateful for their freedom as one would hope. Oh, well, you're very bloody welcome.
Still unpleasant.
Freya! I can't believe it.
Wait, that can't be. Lord Tyr.
Is this an illusion?
No, brother. No, I think it's the real deal.
Mimir? Is that you, old friend?
In all the important ways, aye.
There was such a commotion. If Odin learns what you've done...
Odin is dead.
The realms are at last free of him. You're safe.
Odin's dead.
And Asgard fallen.
So the reign of the Aesir is truly over. That's quite a lot to take in. And you are?
His name is Kratos.
Kratos. I know that name.
Come. You need real shelter. Food.
No. No, what I need most now, I think, is to reflect on what you've told me. I need space, if you would grant me that.
Very well. Our home is in the realm between realms for the moment. You can find us there when you're ready.
Kratos. I know you from somewhere. I'm sure it will come back to me.
Until then. You believe that was truly him?
It's hard to trust anything after what we've been through. But with Odin gone, I've no cause to doubt it.
Our paths will cross again. Of that I'm sure. Where to now?
Well, now we know what this prison's for. This is where Odin stashed those he would camouflage himself as.
Makes sense. If you're going to imitate someone, you wouldn't want them walking around.
Why not kill them?
He must need them alive in order to assume their form.
Aye. Odin likely wanted Tyr dead for a multitude of reasons. But he knew Tyr would be more useful alive.
Your god of war has truly returned.
Y'all still looking for
What
the
now?
order?
He'll want to stretch his legs, I imagine. Imprisonment stokes wanderlust. Not that I need to remind any of us of that.
What's this?
Ah, a memory of war. You could use this as a training arena if you like. You'll just be fighting the recollections of enemies. They won't be able to harm you.
Prepare yourself.
Enemy behind you, Kratos! Behind you, look out! Enemy behind you! From behind! Incoming!
Another Droga to the left!
Enemy behind you, Kratos!
Still unpleasant!
Enemy behind you, Kratos!
That was instructive.
Find that orb yet? Hey, near the little shop I'm running out in the Alpine Desert, there's something y'all are probably gonna want to see.
I look forward to exploring Alfheim and not having to fight elves.
Oh? What makes you think that's an option?
They've united, haven't they? What possible reason would they have to attack us?
Sorry to say, but there are still plenty of elves out in the Barrens eager for conflict.
But why? Freyr united them. They fought together at Ragnarok.
For those who have spent their lives in combat, peace is not always an option. The creature Atreus heard. It lies out in the desert.
Wonder what it could be. Most of the larger beasts of Alfheim have long been dead.
My brother would have known. Freya loved this realm.
And the realm loved him in turn. Still does.
I'm sure he blamed me.
That was not your fault.
I know that. But I can't fault him for wanting to protect his family. Even at the cost of plunging this realm back into war.
Wait a bloody moment. Is that?
Thor's hammer. And his daughter.
I'll make you proud, Dad.
Well, good for her.
Go!
One more for the tree.
Howdy, y'all! Welcome to the desert!
Atreus heard a creature in pain in the desert.
Well, sure. Might not look like it, but there's loads of life out there. Just gotta know where to look.
And where would that be?
No idea. Best of luck, though!
Gulon in Alfheim?
And sled trained by the looks of it. Most unusual.
I've never seen such obedience in Gulon. There is some kind of magic at work here.
Regardless, it should make desert travel downright pleasant. Were it not for a sandstorm.
Any particular direction to find your wounded animal? Or are we just enjoying the weather?
How do you hope to find anything in all this?
Perhaps we find a cave first to catch our bearings?
This cave extends underneath the desert.
Aye. A refuge for the Dark Elves by the looks of it. One of the few remaining now that they're barred from the temple. Perhaps we'll find Atreus' wounded animal down here.
Lead the way, Kratos. I trust you to not get us lost underground. Blinded by hate, lashing out at everything and everyone for their fate.
They will not listen to reason. Combat is unavoidable.
Trust me, I know. Still, I wish it were not the case.
Patience. A virtue or a threat?
Depends on the reader.
This creature Atreus heard, why wait until now to free it?
It was not a priority.
We were too busy attempting to stave off Ragnarok to indulge in any desert dalliances.
Shame. I imagine Atreus would have enjoyed a quest to free an injured animal.
Yes, he would have.
I'm sorry. I didn't mean to twist the knife.
He did not. Atreus has chosen his path. I trust him to be safe.
Incoming right side!
On your left!
Above you, look out!
I wish I had your confidence with my own son when he was Atreus' age. Baldur craved adventure, but with the words of the Norns repeating in my head.
Your worry consumed you, as my rage once did to me.
You overcame it, eventually.
Thanks to Atreus. And his mother.
Yes. Perhaps if Odin had loved his children as much as he loved using them, both would still be with us.
Nasty head! You all right, brother? Right side, brother!
Atreus reminds me more of Freyr in his youth than of Baldur. His sensitivity, his compulsion to help any and all in need.
That is his mother's influence. Despite all attempts to train him otherwise, Atreus was eager to help lost spirits or run errands for the dwarves during our travels together.
Faye's influence runs deeper than that. Why do you think you're the one assaulting a cave full of hostile dark elves to save a human creature?
Excursions like this once served as training for Atreus, or an excuse to gather resources while testing his abilities. But I made him a promise. His voice as my guide.
And his voice told you to come out here?
He would approve. Strange, that means more to me now than it did before he left.
You've said it yourself. Atreus takes after his mother. His approval is her approval.
Nightmare on the left!
Down!
A Hafufa? I haven't seen one since I was a child.
Great Gefyun's ghost! That's the largest bloody Hafufa I've ever laid eyes on.
That howling sounds familiar.
It's the Song of the Sands. They don't normally sing like this underground.
That must be the cause of the storm.
Aye. Judging by all this hive matter weighing it down, it's been trapped here for dozens of winters.
There must be a way to cut it loose.
I'd wager that there's nothing here a well-placed throw of the axe can't solve.
That helped. We've cut it loose, but it can't seem to escape.
Much of the hive matter is gone. We can free it from the surface now.
How in the realms did they capture such a large one?
Half-giffers are known to burrow. I'd hesitate to place full blame on our Dark Elf friends.
Even though it's bound by their hive?
Hive matter doesn't belong to the Dark Elves, any more than the light belongs to the Light Elves. It's just another of Alfheim's natural resources. One the elves have used since the time of their ancestors. And while the Light Elves seem keen to banish the hive over on their side, the Dark Elves make effective use of it out here in the Barrens.
But if this is true, are we doing more harm than good by destroying this hive?
You wish to leave the creature enslaved?
No. Freyr would have wanted us to do everything in our power to restore the realm. We will free it.
Here! You should be able to cut this part away and free the half-goofa!
Never imagined I'd see a half-goofa fly again. Can't believe the lad missed this.
The storm is gone. The Song of the Sands has returned to Alfheim, albeit somewhat diminished from how I remember it as a child.
Atreus will be glad to hear it is no longer in pain.
You look forward to telling him.
One day, yes.
You gave him a gift, allowing him to walk his own path. I know that wasn't easy.
I know you cared for him as well. You have always done right by Atreus.
He is the best of us.
Well, nice to be able to have a real conversation out here for once. Brother, you don't like riddles, eh?
No.
Oh, you just haven't heard any good ones. Here, I'm tall when I'm young, short when I'm old. What
A candle.
Yeah. Heard that one before?
No.
Oh. Well, did you like it?
No.
Brother, can we finish what you were saying about the Oracle of your homeland? You had visions of the god of war causing Olympus to fall.
Yes. She assumed that to mean Ares, so she aided me against him. She did not foresee that I would kill him and take his office. In the end, I proved her vision of doom correct.
So the Oracle herself brought about the very future she hoped to avoid. I'm so very relieved we didn't do the same. Freya, I've always wondered, why was Freyr so revered here so quickly upon his first arrival?
Well, to begin with, it wasn't his first arrival. Very few know this, but Freyr was one of the earliest visitors to Alfheim, back in the dawn of realm travel.
Oh? Bit before my time. Do tell.
We believed for a long time that all the giants had died in the flood, until one of them appeared in Vanaheim. Her name was Gurth, and she came offering to teach us the secrets of traveling between realms using Bifrost light. Freyr became immediately infatuated with her. He always yearned to wander, and along came someone who could truly show him how. So, wander they did, exploring the world tree from root to branch. But one day, it came time for Gurth to wander away. Freyr was heartbroken, and resolved himself to perform some great feat to win her back. He set his aim on the grandest of gestures. He intended to be the first to find the elusive source of Bifrost light. And he succeeded, although quite by accident. Freyr believed he navigated best while fortified by a potent blend of Vanir herbs. When he wandered, he wandered. And he managed to wander from the World Tree directly into the Lake of Souls. The elves have never seen anybody come out of the lake before, so it got some attention.
Oh, that is bloody hilarious.
I don't know whether he worked his charms at that point or they just assumed him to be a great deity. But of course, he hadn't made this journey in search of responsibility, so he didn't stick around long. Still, the legend of his manifestation was passed along through the ages. It even endured after the Great Division, remembered by light and dark elf alike. So when at last he returned, he was uniquely situated to gain the trust of both sides and help to create a truce. The problem was, both sides trusted only him, so the peace could only last as long as he stayed around to keep it. And with the long war dragging on without an end in sight, I suppose making any kind of peace was an irresistible notion for him, even if it meant having to rule.
Hey, hot stuff. Remember, I need that orb.
Leah, you may tell a story, if you wish.
Am I preferable to silence at last? A rare day. I'm touched. But since you mention it, there has been one on my mind of late. It goes back to my earliest days, when I had little more to do than observe the mortals who passed through our forest. One summer, a local laird of renowned eccentricity chose to sequester himself with a small coterie of kinsmen and followers. The aim of their woodland retreat was to achieve enlightenment through study and discipline. They took oaths to brook no distractions until they became wise men.
Distractions.
Ah, women, drink, mostly women. As you can imagine, things deteriorated quickly. By autumn, tempers were frayed and wisdom remained in short supply. One day, I watched as the laird and his brother took their hunt. There they found, at the banks of a river, a lady as fair as any they'd left behind. They pleaded for their assistance for fear the currents would carry her off if she tried to cross.
Wait. Let us look this way.
Much of the sand has been cleared away, but another storm rages beyond that pass, which must mean...
Another half-goofer.
Mecking. I remember when Freya and I traveled to this realm as children. The desert was healthy and full of life back then. I can't help but fear that era has ended for good and our efforts here are futile.
It's a fair concern. Healing this land will take more than a pair of singing Halfgufa. But I have to believe in the long run, we're doing right by Alfheim. Well, best we start looking for a way underground.
Keep a lookout for a cave!
Archive of knowledge.
No sign of the Light Elves.
For now.
Maybe they've left for the day, and we can browse at our leisure.
Look here. These texts alone are not enough to end the Elven War, but restricting their access only serves those who wish to prolong it.
Taking a page out of Odin's book.
Aye. Quite the advantage for the Light Elves.
This book is sealed, but there is an inscription. Consul.
Big Veer spoke of an exile of the same name. Odds are he'd like a gander at that particular text. Ah, it appears the librarian would like a word.
Lata Frambog.
Sounds like she wants that journal back.
No.
Steel strike! Shake it off, man! You've got this!
Alpha!
Use a shield strike cover!
The Alpha! The Alpha!
Left leg!
They're healing!
Dios, Alpha. Thought. Megivita. Helga Brotina.
She thinks she's protecting them by hiding all this knowledge away.
The elves do not need protection from their history. They need access. A new chapter awaits.
I'm impressed. Thought you were going to end her.
When last we traveled here, after Faye passed, I killed an elf of great importance. The ramifications were dire for his people. I do not wish to make the same mistake twice.
I see an entrance!
Freyr never saw how poorly these lands fared in his absence, did he? He would appreciate our efforts out here.
Aye. Hearing the Song of the Sands again is a rare privilege. Even if it's only a solo act.
Or a duet, once this Hofgufa is free. This architecture. It is not of the Dark Elves.
An abandoned ancient settlement by the looks of it. Built long before the Lightwell's creation.
More hive matter as well.
I'd say we're on the right track then.
Blocked.
Could I reach it from down here? kind of hive material is sensitive to sound? When I last came here with you and Atreus, I assumed the absence of Alfheim's light was an aberration. I didn't realize it was covered by hive metal.
Aye. And as far as the Dark Elves are concerned, it's that light column in the center of the temple that's the aberration. Just look at how old some of these surfaces are. Far older than the light well, or even our trapped half-gipper for that matter.
That's quite the empathetic perspective, Mimir.
Well, dangle from a burly god's backside for a few winters, and you'll find yourself looking for all sorts of new perspectives.
Hive, but denser. Well, there you go.
We bastards about to explode! Poison left side! Good hit, brother!
Behind you! Look out! Enemy behind you, Kratos!
Light elves don't often travel underneath the barrens, do they?
Territory changes hands often in Alfheim, or so it appears.
Big Veer did mention that these ruins have historical significance for the Light Elves. I assume they're only here to keep intruders out.
Well, at least they tried. That dense hive is blocking the way. There must be a way past.
Good eye. Let's continue, shall we?
I hope freeing these hostages will allow them to breed again. It was a dazzling display once. The skies of Alfheim filled with their song.
I imagine it's the lack of fresh light that's caused this pair to grow abnormally large. No use in having babies if there's nothing for them to feed on.
Trying to protect their children from a harsh world. I can relate. I wonder if these two comprehend the choice they have to make.
What choice do you speak of?
The life cycle of hostages. In order to breed, they must pass on their light to their children.
And without light, they will die.
I suppose that's all any of us can hope for in the end. That our death has purpose. That we can live on through our children. Given another chance, I know what choice I make. Good. Almost there. Well done. Time to set it loose.
Aye, back to the surface then. Nasty hit! All right,
From behind! Incoming!
Oh, this is a fight, man. Behind you!
I'm gonna take a break for a little while because I'm about to starve, and I will continue the stream.